Have you ever wondered if you should hire a career coach to help you speed up your job search? Or maybe you've thought, who is crazy enough to hire a career coach to speed up their job search? I'm going to help you break down and understand if you qualify, if it makes sense for someone like you to invest in career coaching step by step right now. Because for some of you, it doesn't make sense, but for others, it could seriously help you. So let's get into it. But it is going to take me more than 30 seconds. If you don't have that time, bookmark it and come back because I really want you to figure out once and for all, should you spend the money or not? So, as a 20-year career coaching veteran, the first thing I have people do to decide if they should spend money is ask themselves, what is the lost opportunity cost by not investing with one? And the way we do that equation is by asking ourselves, how much money am I losing month over month? So, for example, let's say you are making $60,000 a year, but you really want to make $84,000 a year. That means you're missing out on $24,000 a year or $2,000 a month. So, every month that you don't get that better paying job, you're losing $2,000. Let's say you don't have a job at all. Let's say you're missing out on a $60,000 a year job. Every month you don't have a job, you're losing out on $5,000 a month. So once you understand that monthly opportunity cost loss, now we can move forward and start to calculate the total cost that could be lost. And we do that by looking at the average time it's taking people to get a job. Now, this swings wildly depending on the market. For example, we are in the huge white collar job recession right now. The Department of Labor posted some statistics that said 1.6 million white collar workers have been looking for work for over 6 months. So, my question to you is, do you have 6 months worth of opportunity cost to burn? If you were unemployed, that's $30,000. And even if you were employed and wanted that better paying job, that's $12,000 that you've lost out on. That's a lot of money. So once you figure that out, now you're asking yourself, okay, if a career coach could help me shorten that time, that's money back in my pocket. And so while a career coach can never say to you, I can get you a job in 30 days. In fact, if there's ever a career coach that guarantees you'll get a job by a certain time, run for the hills. That's a scam. Okay, a total scam. But what they can do is show you their methodologies and their proof that they are helping people get jobs faster. Now, for example, at my company, we exit interview our clients to find out how long it took them to get a job, and we compare that against the industry standards. And while that's always changing, I can confidently tell you, based on our surveys for 2024, we've been helping people get a job in half the time of the national average. So that's pretty exciting. But even more so, before you choose to invest in a career coach, you should make sure that they always have the 3 C's. This is really important because unfortunately, I've seen a lot of people getting burned. There's a lot of scams out there, especially people who spent thousands of dollars on resume writers or hundreds of dollars on certain info programs, and they didn't get anywhere. And it's because what they purchased didn't include the 3 C's. So let's break down what those are. First of all, the obvious one is the coaching. You should have access to coaches who can answer questions for you and also draw on their knowledge from past customers. So, for example, a really good career coach who's worked for years and has had thousands of clients is going to be able to very quickly draw from that experience and help you with your situation. They might say, oh, I had somebody similar to you and this is what we did. Now, in addition to access to the coaches, they should also have something called courses or knowledge. See, it's very likely the reason you're not getting results is that you are either doing some things wrong in your job search or you're missing out on things that you should be doing. And so the most efficient way for a coach to get that to you would be through some learning, some e-learning, some video learning. And so they should have a course library, something that's easy for you to access to pay down that ignorance tax and start to learn very quickly the things you need to implement. And then that way you can work with them to implement them faster. But the third thing they should have, and this is what I think most fail to include, is community. See, study after study shows that if you want to learn something, it's better not to do it alone. And so when you're surrounded with people who have similar goals, you're going to be inspired. For example, there will be people in the community who are further along than you that you will be inspired by, who can teach you. There'll be people that are on the same level as you so that you don't feel isolated or alone. You know, other people are in the same boat. And there'll be people junior to you that you can coach, that you can inspire. That's what community is all about. It excites us, it motivates us, it helps us stay positive when we're trying to do something that's challenging. So, a really good coaching program is going to have not just coaches, but courses and community. You with me so far? Okay. And then, of course, it's the cost. Because what's the point? If it's so ridiculously expensive, that after 1 or 2 months, it would have been cheaper to not use them at all, then you're not going to want to invest. So you want to make sure that the cost is also on the lower side so that you can cut down and get that money back, but also not overspend. That's where I come in. See, we wish we could work with everybody one on one, but we know we can't. And we also know the bad rap that coaching has gotten. And if you've made it this far in this video, then I want to give you coaching for free. My team and I built a free resource center, no credit card required. And in it, we've put the 3 C's: courses, coaching, and community. For starters, I go live 3 times a week with my live podcast. You will get direct coaching from me. For courses, we took the 4 most successful, most valuable video trainings that our clients from 2024 told us helped them the most to speed up their job search and put them inside the resource center for free. And then for community, in 8 weeks, we already have over 10,000 people in there. So courses, coaching, community, you can experience what that's like, because I don't want you to assume that we're all the same. I want you to see what really good coaching is like, and I don't want it to cost you anything. And for the vast majority of you, you won't need to spend anything. The free resource center will be enough. But if you get in there and you're like, wow, I'd like to speed this up even more. I'd like to be able to access JT 5 times a week. I'd like more courses. I want more specific help. We have that. And when the time comes, you can check out our membership services, which come with a 7-day free trial and can be canceled at any time. And quite frankly, are super inexpensive. I've yet to find somebody whose opportunity cost wasn't going to match up with what we charge. Most people get into our program and say, I wish I had joined sooner. But again, all I want for you right now is for you to experience great coaching inside the free resource center. And then you can decide for yourself if it's worth spending money. Okay? Good luck, my friends. Go get them.